Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I am your host Martin, and this is episode 108. Bitcoin drops explain how does Ethereum dump affects DeFi markets, and MercuryFX and Ripple. Now, if you're catching this stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and that bell so you're notified when we go live. Also, if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description, guys. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great Friday night. The weekend is upon us. It has been a terrible day for crypto. We got some really nice bounce going on. Again, facing a nasty drop, but again, some recovery developed on some divergence as well. But we'll talk about that once we get to the analysis section of the stream. I'm not sure who's watching right now. Apparently, we have 5 viewers online, so I hope that if you guys want to say hi, that'll be great, and then I'll know that you're here. So let's keep on going with the stream. I've not been able to get this chat look fixed. Yesterday, I was forced to switch to the new version of YouTube, and the code that I had written in to have the chat display differently apparently is no longer working. So I'm gonna have to check it out and see what else I can do to try to get this fixed. Otherwise, I might just make this a little bit larger and then just mask the chat. I'll figure out how. Anyways, yeah, let's get on to the news, guys. So this is it's like a little bit of an older article. I didn't cover it before, but I do want to touch base on it because I do believe it's a little bit important. It says that the U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell has confirmed that the nation is looking into launching its own central bank digital currency, or CBDC. The news comes at a time when many other nations have also hinted at launching their own national digital currencies. What it's becoming, well, let's say a race to be among the first countries to do so, right? So anyways, Powell, in a letter sent to lawmakers earlier this week, said that the U.S. is looking into launching its own digital currency that would be available at both retail and enterprise level. Now, the letter follows calls from lawmakers and cryptocurrency community insiders for the U.S. to consider launching its own digital currency as China and other nations accelerate their intentions. Now, the letter actually reads, while we're not currently developing a central bank digital currency, we have assessed and continue to carefully analyze the costs and benefits of pursuing such an initiative in the U.S. I believe that they should just go ahead with it and jump on the train. Don't miss the opportunity. Embrace it, regulate it, grow with it, and then, you can see where you want to take it from there. But again, it's best that they actually go ahead and, start developing it and be leaders in this race instead of being followers and lose market share to other countries that might start to do this earlier. So, why the drop on Bitcoin, right? One of the big questions. Well, there's an article that apparently seems to suggest why the drop happened. There were some tweets on Twitter that were also stating why potentially the drop happened. When we get to the analysis part, we'll talk about that as well. We just have really short articles today. We just have like this and 2 more articles. This and the other one are short, and then the last one's a little bit longer. But once we get through that, we'll get into the actual analysis segment. So, anyways, this article says that Bitcoin has suddenly moved sharply lower, losing 10% of its value in the last 24 trading periods, 24-hour, I guess, trading period, and dipping below the psychological 7,000 level. So the Bitcoin price, which has been on a downward trend all month, began this week at over 8,000, but bad news for Bitcoin and crypto out of China this morning has knocked investors' confidence. Again, this is what they're stating happened, right? A People Bank of China statement translated through Google read, once Bitcoin or cryptocurrency trading is discovered, it will be disposed of immediately, and it will be prevented from happening early. The Shanghai-based central bank also warned against conflating the country's interest in blockchain with Bitcoin and crypto. So recently, I'm going to quote them here. Recently, in the process of promoting blockchain technology, virtual currency speculation has shown signs of rising. Investors should be careful not to mix blockchain technology and virtual currency. And we talked about that, right? We said what Xi Jinping said was blockchain. He never stated crypto. He said they wanted to use blockchain technology. He never used the word crypto. So again, that's why it's very important to go in detail at the wording sometimes quite literal at what they say, because right now they are saying that they're going to go against Bitcoin and other exchanges. So, of course, everyone's starting to panic. That could potentially be one of the drivers for the market to drop. Another one is that we weren't really standing very strong. We kind of know, and we talked about the market sentiment being bearish, being below 200 MA, failing to move to higher highs on divergence, on bullish divergence. So again, not looking very strong, right? That's why I was a bit hesitant yesterday to call price action. Besides, there was really nothing that we could call in the short term. But I think we only had like hidden bearish divergence only. That was what played out. But we'll see that once we get to the part of the stream. Anyways, again, I don't think Xi Jinping chose his words lightly. I think when he meant blockchain, he really meant just blockchain, the technology, and not so much the crypto aspect of it. So again, people might have started speculating into crypto, that say, look, they're going to go into crypto, they're going to use crypto. But in the end, they ended up not using it, and that's what's causing all this problem, right? People are getting freaked out and leaving the crypto sphere. So, how does Ethereum dump affect DeFi markets? Well, since Ethereum is shaping up to dominate decentralized finance, this is what this article is stating anyways. How does this latest price collapse affect markets there? DeFi involves staking Ethereum with smart contracts into lending protocols such as MakerDAO in order to earn interest. Now, while Ethereum traders are being battered by bears, those involved in the DeFi remain bullish. According to the Defiant, I guess that's a website, loans originated today were at the third highest in the past month at almost 47,000 Ethereum or $7 million, with almost 197,000 Ethereum or $31 million supplied as collateral. Those putting up Ethereum as collateral to back loans on a day when it's down almost 10% are likely speculating that the crypto will rebound. And yes, if you're putting it as collateral and it goes up, then you owe less, and then you probably take out some of your collateral probably. Anyways, around 60% of the loans were for DAI, which is often used to trade on leverage and buy more Ethereum. According to DeFiPulse.com, the total value locked in Ethereum jumped to a record 4 million, while the amount itself also hit a record 2.5 million. Naturally, the US dollar value has declined along with the latest drop in Ethereum prices, but overall those involved in DeFi have been topping up loans, which have become under collateralized with more Ethereum. So again, not the best if you ever have to be topping up loans, right? It could be that you have a loan, you got to top it up, and maybe you don't have the funds, man. It could get nasty, right? And the next article is for Ripple, and I usually don't read whole articles. This time I will read the whole article because I believe it's really good, and it does drive a very good use case point for a company that's using them, which is MercuryFX. And again, MercuryFX is an international payment specialist with offices in London, Hong Kong, and South Africa. Now, the company joined RippleNet to speed up transfers, lower costs, and open up markets that were previously too expensive to access. Now, the company's original target audience was corporations and high-value individuals. However, the lengthy processing times and high fees for using existing cross-border settlement technology meant that only transferring large sums of money was profitable. To overcome these limitations, MercuryFX decided to investigate new approaches to global payments and a way to both improve services and market reach with RippleNet. Now, CEO Alastair Constance explained our sweet spot was high-value transactions, but to really grow, we wanted to target anyone who needs cross-border payments, disruptive technologies. Sorry, guys, ads coming online. But to really grow, we wanted to target anyone who needs cross-border payments. Disruptive technologies like blockchain does not come along too often. When we discovered that Ripple could help us settle payments 100 times faster at a fraction of the cost, it was a game-changing moment. Now, this article is from the Ripple website, actually. So again, I'll give some points in a second. Anyways, MercuryFX trailed on-demand liquidity through RippleNet, using digital asset XRP as the bridge between the Mexican peso and the US dollar by donating to an orphanage in Mexico. Previously, transferring funds to Mexico was an arduous process that involved buying pesos from a bank partner Then using the Creaky correspondent banking network, a typical transfer from the UK to Mexico took up to 3 days and cost approximately $50. Now, Mexico had never been economically viable for settling payments because the cost average was not there. That's what Constance is stating. Anyways, with RippleNet, we've made that payment in seconds, and the price dropped from $50 to approximately $2. The trial with the orphanage was so successful that we were soon facilitating payments for a UK business that imports Mexican foods. Now, the new settlement times are a major benefit to a business like food importers who receive their orders 3 days earlier than before. For multinational companies doing business with dozens of countries around the world, speeding up delivery time can have extraordinary impact on productivity. Now, I do agree. Maybe not the fact that they're getting the orders placed 3 days earlier, but that the money is getting there sooner, right? If you place an order, it takes 3 days to clear. You send it once the payment clears. The receiving party is waiting on the payment to clear for the order to be shipped. But with this, you can certainly have that flow and be quicker. So again, if it just takes seconds to get there, you can get that shipment out that same day, right? So again, it's going to certainly speed up the process of how business is done, at least for certain important sectors like maybe the food industry or the manufacturing industry, right? All these jobs that are outsourced, that quick payment for the goods might be able to speed up the delivery of the goods as well. Constance also stated that their corporate clients see faster settlements, faster transactions, and goods shipped faster so they can do more business. Individuals can buy a house or send money home to their families quicker. Ripple and RippleNet have allowed us to open up previously inaccessible markets so that our clients can trade freely and optimize speeds and costs. Now, MercuryFX is continuing to expand its reach with help from Ripple. The company is also using on-demand liquidity via RippleNet. Again, the XRP token part of this Ripple solution, right? On-demand liquidity, what it used to be XRapid. So again, as an alternative to pre-funding, it provided to provide low-cost payments services to the Philippines. It's even establishing a new office in Dubai to take advantage of the high number of Filipino migrants currently working across the United Arab Emirates. Now, one of the advantages that RippleNet gives, this is also from Constance, right? One of the advantages that RippleNet gives us is the ability to make smaller value transactions at much higher volumes. We're now doing remittances, which is very exciting for us. The Filipino market alone is worth $2.5 billion a year. Sending money there typically costs about 8%. We can easily beat that rate thanks to Ripple, which means huge savings for us, for our customers, and a new profit center for us. The company's ambitions don't stop there. Constance sees Africa as a major source of untapped potential, especially as the world's people and economies become more connected. Now, if you have been to Europe, you know there's a lot of African migrants in France, Spain. So again, them having been able to send this money back home quicker, it's probably going to be better for them and their families, right? So again, remittances is probably going to be key factor here. And it has been key factor all along. And that's what Ripple has been going after, the remittance sector. Anyways, I see us becoming truly globalized citizens in the future. He concludes by stating, and therefore money needs to be a truly global commodity. Before MercuryFX primarily dealt with major economies and currencies. Now we're part of an unbelievable network that spans the planet and opens up new markets. We look at the world in a totally different way thanks to Ripple. I mean, like I said, the articles from a Ripple website, of course, is heavily cited towards Ripple and XRP. Is it the best option out there right now? I do believe so. They have use case. They are showing that businesses are being benefited. And as word keeps on spreading, more adoption will drive. And the volumes that we see flow through the exchanges where Ripple is being traded through, it's probably going to pick up. And that is going to be very interesting for everyone that is in the XRP ecosystem or holding XRP, or at least even if you do business, and even if you don't know that you have this crypto part to it, this blockchain part to it, it just makes it faster, right? I think there was an article yesterday, I didn't cover it, but it was from a guy at Santander saying, man, I use it, and for me, like, I don't even notice it, you know? It's like it's not there. Yeah, of course, man. People don't, look, you want to send money from A to B. People don't care what you use to get the money from A to B. If you were using Swift, they didn't know that you were using correspondent bankings, that it was taking so long. They had to pre-fund, didn't know this Nostra Vostro stuff. But still, you don't, like, I'm not sure how open you have to be with this, but if you get the money where it's supposed to be, does it really matter if you're using XRP or Swift or anything else? I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer, right? If it gets faster, if it gets there cheaper, I really don't care what you do, so long as it's legal, but just get it there, right? And again, that would be my point for this, is that the money that is flowing, people shouldn't, like I said, people don't care how it works. They just care that it works and why it works, right? You don't need to know how an engine works for you to have a car and drive it and get from A to B. Just know that you need a car to travel a long distance and get to that A to that B, right? And you need to know how to turn it on and how to do it, right? So you go to a bank, you ask the bank to send money, you don't care what channel the bank uses, so long as the money gets to the other end. Again, people don't really need to know what you're using to get it there, how it works to get it there, so long as it gets there faster and cheaper. Again, that's it for the news segment. Don't have anything more for the news, so we're gonna jump into the old part of the analysis that we're calling now the news segment, which is all the analysis put together. So let's go look at dominance. Market cap. What is happening with the market cap? Well, certainly money flowing out of the crypto sphere. Yesterday we had a nasty drop. Yesterday was 4.65%. After falling a drop of 5.86%, but the drop was much nastier. We did recover some. If we measure the actual drop to the bottom, to the close, to the opening, man, just there, it would have been a 12% drop. But we ended up getting a small bounce. We'll talk about that in a second. We went from an opening of 200.83 billion to closing at 191.47 billion, so a 9.33% drop. 9.33 billion drop. So again, 4.65%. Right now, dropping still, 0.45, sitting at 190.60 billion, or $866.26 million drop. So what is happening with Bitcoin, man? Bitcoin dominance yesterday rose 0.39%. Right now, losing dominance 0.8%. Again, still below 70. It is fine, I guess. You're not gonna drop dominance in a day, right? So again, so long as Bitcoin keeps on dropping dominance, and I'm sorry for you Bitcoin maximalists out there, but the market needs to be better shape and it's healthier for everyone, right? Even for Bitcoin is better if the pie is better divided. It's just also better able to withstand shifts in the total crypto sphere. So again, it being too dependent, the whole market being too dependent on Bitcoin is not healthy. From my point of view, it's not healthy. Anyways, let's go on to the actual Bitcoin price. So 1 second. Sorry, my nose was killing me for a second. So, what is happening with Bitcoin? Bitcoin will start with on the weekly. We were talking about this potential, right? This potential, right? We ended up pulling back a little bit, but I do believe we have exceeded whatever we could have had to call this a double bottom, right? We obviously are lower than a 4 to 5% drop from the previous low. So again, this might not play out. However, that being said, the week's still going on. It's not closed. You can still retrace and go there, but right now adjust to here. And if you see this low, this negative momentum island, it's at 456.65. This one is at 345. So again, from 456 to 354, so about 100 points below. You can still go there and still make bullish divergence on your MACD. You don't have it on your RSI. You're much lower on the RSI. So again, just on the MACD, is there a chance that it could play out? Yes, and on the weekly, stuff plays out over longer periods of time. So again, this momentum still developing this week, and next week still has to open, and it's going to be a 7 long days for us to see really what's happening here. Anyways, red week developing, so let's go on to the daily. And on the daily, price of Bitcoin sitting at $7,200. 7,235. On this exchange, it's sitting at 7,255. This is the exchange that we usually look at. And before I do anything here, I want to extend this blue square that I've had here for a while. Sorry. I get this as accurate as I can to where I have it. Why is it not going there? There we go. Because I want to extend this and I want to more or less keep it within the same area range there at the top. So we almost bounced at this level again, finding some support in this area, giving some validity to these. Maybe when I dragged it the first time, I lowered it. But again, some validity around this area, right? For us to find area of support. So again, what is happening, man? Well, we had this hidden. We were talking about developing potentially this hidden bullish divergence. However, we said we could still go down, and we have gone down farther, even farther than we were at. So again, we're going lower in that price. So again, we negated this, so it's no longer happening, right? So again, on the daily, we are going down. We don't have anything else to trace right now, unfortunately. There's nothing else to call here except impulse down. We got to consolidate. We're going to see what happens. However, on the 4 hours, things look a little bit more interesting. We're sitting oversold right now at 25.05. Volatility on the Bollinger Bands open, and obviously sitting below 20 MA, and of course, also sitting below the 200 MA. So let's go into the 4 hours. At the 4 hours, what's happening? The 4 hours, another drop, creating more negative momentum. We created a bullish hammer. I pointed this out earlier. I had it. I was doing analysis in the morning when I was at the office for a little bit because the market was tanking, man. I really wanted to know if we're gonna get an area of opportunity to go in and try to scalp something, and we did get it, but I didn't take advantage of it though, to be honest. So I did see it. I saw it just as I got into the office at like 8-9 p.m. And I just didn't go into it because I wasn't sure how strong it's going to play out right now. And look, man, we started pump to the upside. We faced resistance again at 7,834. We traced this one a couple days ago. We just hit that and reversed, right? So again, not very strong. Even though we had a bullish hammer, which is a doji reversal pattern, a single doji reversal pattern. We also had divergence on the 1 hour, and I'll show you that in a second. So anyways, negative momentum right now decreasing. That's all I can say. Price action, still trying to figure out what we're going to do right now on the 4 hour, because again, impulse down, reversal, try to reverse, find resistance, again, breaking down. We might try to make another run. In the 1 hour, we're probably going to get a better clue as to what might happen. But we're sitting oversold on the RSI at 23.62. So again, very, very oversold. We hit 7, man. 7.83 at some point in time. We haven't seen 7.83 in a long time. Alt H. Let's see this. Let me draw a line here. See, when was the last time we actually kissed that line? It would have been all the way over here, man, on November 2018, man. We have not gone that far back in a long time. So again, seeing very, very, we really dropped hard, man, on Bitcoin. So again, we're going to get a reaction rally. You usually get those after a drop. That's where you get this pullback, right? And we created divergence, and I'll show you that in a second in the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, right? We had this hidden divergence yesterday, the 21st. That's why I was telling you, I'm not sure what the market was going to do. We were talking about potential downsides. I told you guys, I'm not sure where we're going to go. But look, man, we have hit all the resistances and support that we've talked about. This kind of got shifted earlier today. Sorry, when I was extending the channel at the office. But this, if you remember yesterday when I had it properly traced, it would have been around there maybe. I'll have to fix it again later on, but we were using this as support slightly, and then we used it as resistance here. So again, this line shifted a little bit to the upside. There we go. Maybe that's what happened with it. Yeah, that's probably what happened with it. And I moved the smaller one, not the larger one. That was bad on my part. There we go. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, we had this going on. Today, I deleted a lot of the older stuff that I had to clear up the charts a little bit better. These lines still stayed, though, however. And these lines still stayed as well, I guess. But I did end up deleting a lot of stuff to make the charts look a little bit cleaner. Anyways, stuff that happened. Yesterday we called this hidden bullish divergence, price continuation. We said we might get another drop. We were playing to the downside still. We were here when we were doing the stream, right? So again, look, we had this divergence that was bullish back here. We said we might see some price action to the upside. We got that small pump. I deleted it also, but anyways, I think we called some divergence here bullish, so we could see this small rise. It was very weak. We didn't get above it. We created that divergence, started to break down. Obviously, we break down hardcore. We got tightness of the Bollinger Band as well. We took that drop, and then we had this divergence, right? We created this divergence at 7 in the morning. I got into the office, and I'm seeing this, the end of this, the beginning of this, and I'm like, man, this might have the potential to still go higher, because look at this. On the MACD, we're sitting at negative 45.49 right now. We're sitting at a negative 42.31. There was a big chance of a reaction to happen. Also, we were oversold as well, right? And we had this divergence also on the RSI. So again, being out there oversold, being out there with divergence, you're getting data that would usually say price action to the upside, reversal, slight reversal, or something of your reaction rally to happen. Anyways, we're trying to pump to the upside. We hit that resistance. We're starting to break down again. If you notice, this is like impulse down, slightly upsloping consolidation, impulse down again, upsloping consolidation. Not quite. We're actually breaking any kind of upsloping consolidation. Looking more like a reversal pattern again. Here, not looking so much like a let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Not looking so much like a hammer, but it's looking more like kind of like, it's not really a morning star, because for a morning star you would have had to start here, maybe go down a little bit, and then you need to have some gappage. But like, again, in the cryptosphere, it's hard to get gappage. But you could say that it's sort of acting like a morning star, where you're getting a reversal as well. And you've seen this play up to the upside, right? Again, hitting resistance and breaking down. What is happening also is that, I don't want to say this that like it's a really, really bad thing, but look, man, you're going from this high to this high with this much positive momentum, again, creating hidden bearish divergence. This was at 3 p.m. And look, man, you don't really, you can see that's what broke us down the first time. This is breaking us down again slightly. Right now, we're trying to recover around this area. Let's see if we can hold it. Because right now, this move to the downside, there was nothing that would say this had stopped. Right now, you could just try to get to this high. If you do, you might make a little bit more. Actually, you might not even make that more positive momentum. Probably go to that high and not make that much positive momentum, creating slant divergence within here, and then breaking down even farther down. Right now, like I said, I'm bearish on Bitcoin because it's below the 200 MA. I'm not holding Bitcoin. I told you guys I'm not holding Bitcoin. I wanted to get in the morning at 8 a.m. I really did, man. But again, I was like, man, the market's very bearish, man. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how strong the comeback was gonna be. I just had the divergence traced. I saw that bullish hammer develop, and then I was sitting there, man. I was like, man, it will go up, it will go up, and then you kind of see this where it looks bearish, right? Because you try to pump to the upside, and then the bears come back and run all the price down again, and you're like, oh, man, is it still gonna run? Is it gonna get stuck here and try to reverse? And then you get this small one, and you're like, still indecision, man. Then you get this nice bar, but by this time you're like, man, look at all that gains that you already lost on, right? Getting in, not down here, but even here, at 7,036, and then running it at least to the 7,386. It would have been a nice move, right? Like a $300 gain. But for me, it was like, no, I'm in too much risk right now. For me, that was the call. And then, look, if I would have gotten in when I wanted to get in, which was when I started to see this start to develop green still, probably would have been somewhere on here. So 7,199, so almost 7,200. And then I would have just made 100 and change, dude. And I was not going to be happy with that. So again, for me, it was too much risk. I wasn't comfortable with it. I did notice this playing out in the morning. I traced it out early on. but I was not gonna play with it, and you know, that's partially the reason that I also never tweeted it out either, because I was not gonna put you guys in an area of risk, or I didn't want. I wasn't sure how strong this was gonna be, because the previous one that we had not played out strongly either, man. So again, here we didn't have divergence, by the way. So again, not sure how strong this was gonna be. Anyways, it wasn't too strong, right? It was a $200 move, or almost a $300 move, and then it's breaking down again. And right now it's trying to recover a little bit, but again, struggling with this area. So again, there's a chance this might still drop, and if you drop, you're probably gonna use a 20 MA as resistance. Sorry, as support. If you break that support, you're probably gonna hit the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. If you break that, you're probably gonna come all the way down to this level, and probably get into this area of support. But again, not sure yet if we've bottomed. Like, there's a chance you can probably come down here and double bottom here, then try to run to the upside. But, you know, it's not clear yet. This is just saying price action to the downside. We're getting it. We're struggling in this area with that moving to the downside. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing, right? Because there's nothing else here playing that would say price action to the upside. On the 4 hour, what I will tell you is impulse up is a very small impulse up, downslope and consolidation, right? That's it. This going up and piercing over halfway of the, not even halfway, man. We closed, yeah, maybe halfway of the previous candle, I guess. Roughly. Let me zoom in a little bit more, man. Yeah, it looks like halfway was probably somewhere around here. So a little bit below halfway. Then the next two candles being red again. This is not really, I wouldn't consider this flagging, because this impulse is not a real pull, right? And this doesn't look like a real flag. This could look also like a bull trap, right? Where you want to get in, and you get hooked, and then you like drop again. So again, just be careful, guys. The sentiment, it's still bearish, even though this small rise was having people coming back in and saying, oh, we're gonna go to like 10,000, whatever, man. You know, just play it smart. If you're not in a position right now where you're losing, do your own, like, think about what you want to do. If you're in a position where you're losing, I'm not sure if you passed your stop loss, but if you did, then you're probably not going with your trading plan. And if you're entering a position here, you're probably still good, but just have a plan as to what might happen. Right now, I'm not holding any position on Bitcoin, so again, it's your money, it's your choice, it's your risk. You decide what to do with it. I'm just telling you what the potential is, where the risk might be at. And again, here, right, low, lower low, more negative momentum, low, lower low, more negative momentum. So no divergence here, bullish to indicate a price action to the upside, except for this doji. That's it. Be careful with your trades, guys. Track this. If we get above the 7,387, there's a chance we might get above the 7,531, and then we're back in this upper area from the 8,938 to this area, right? So again, just keep an eye out for this, right? It's not looking the best, so just be careful, right? Let's go into Ethereum. Ethereum dominance, what's happening on the daily? Yesterday, Ethereum lost dominance 2.15%. Right now, gaining dominance 1.16%, sitting at 8.62% of market cap. With Ethereum, what's happening? I also cleared the charts a little bit towards the past, so it looks a little bit less cluttered. Look, Ethereum looks a little bit different. You get these two really hard pulls to the downside right now. Making a green day, a nice green day. Bitcoin doesn't have that recovery yet, right? Bitcoin's still red. Sorry, this is dominance. What the fuck am I talking about? I was doing the analysis as though I was doing the price. Yeah, sorry, yesterday losing dominance 2.15%. Right now gaining dominance 1.16%. Sitting at 8.61% of market cap. Price of Ethereum, $151.78. Again, yeah, we had that move to the downside. I was looking at the price, man. What the fuck? Oh, man. I got confused there for a second. We do have a nice recovery happening on Ethereum. We don't have it on Bitcoin. So again, recovering a little bit better, showing some strength against Bitcoin, and mainly because we are also having sitting a little bit higher on the on the market cap, right? So we recovered some market cap. Anyways, we said we had this sideways channel, kind of broke it to the downside right now, creating more negative momentum still. So again, no divergence, right, of any kind going on here. The only one that we had that we could trace was this one. It was bearish divergence, price action to the downside. We're seeing it play out still. In the shorter term, we might have something else. But anyways, sitting oversold at 28.16, below the 20 MA with volatility open on the Bollinger Bands. Well, rich yet? Yeah, we're like inverse rich right now, man. We're like inverse moon, like what's like smart, you know, that tiny car, or like Fao or whatever the Chinese car is. Like we're like the opposite of rich, man. Market's tanking. If you missed the analysis on Bitcoin, it was pretty good. So once the stream is done, if you want to check it out, Bitcoin was bouncing on some bullish divergence, right, that we called out. Well, I noticed in the morning, but I said I didn't say anything because I wasn't sure how strong this divergence was going to play out, right? You had bullish divergence, went to the upside slightly. Anyways, back to Ethereum. Right, Ethereum also has divergence, right? In the shorter term. On the 4 hour, man, in Ethereum, we also had this kind of bullish hammer, or sorry, yeah, it's still a hammer, but still bullish though. And we're getting almost that reversal that we had with Bitcoin. However, we're getting a green candle right now instead of a red one, still making more negative momentum than the previous one, and even the previous one. So again, just going with the market here, lower on the RSI, oversold still at 26.40. When you're oversold, you want to come back to neutral zone. The two ways you do it is when you're highly oversold, like you were here at like 12. You really want to pump high and quickly, right, and try to get back into that neutral zone. And then once we probably get around here, we might get a little bit of a rest. We can either dump again or try to recover again. We can even go down from here again, but you know, at some point in time, we have to reset this oscillator. Again, Ethereum sitting at $151.78 right now. Same divergence developed, right? But again, like I said, I cleared the charts. Here we had one divergence, right? Look, even from here, I'll take it from here to here. And from here to here, you have another hidden bearish divergence. Price continuation. We got that move to the downside again. Starting to get this curve off right here. On what? We don't have divergence from here to here. Could it be strength of this divergence still playing out? Maybe. But right now we're sitting above that 20 MA contraction starting to come in the Bollinger Bands. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 46.36. I can't remember in Bitcoin where we're at. We're also neutral on Bitcoin, 44.61. Anyways, trying to get, look, something that could happen, right? We get to this high on price, but somehow we fail to get much higher on that positive momentum. We either get to it or below it, and then we create some bearish divergence and we break down again. They see possibility. If we break down, the next target would be the right part of the channel, right? Anyways, right now we have this side bar of slight sloping channel that we, side channel that we had, sideways motion. That's it. Just keep an eye out for this because this has not developed yet, and we don't have a really clear pattern yet. If anything, it looks like if I was to trace something and not to be negative here, probably doing this, and look, man, you kind of are within a sort of downsloping channel of sorts. Have to go from here to here on the outsides, right, and from here to here, kind of be broadening to the downside again. Not really good formations that we have going on to be able to call something with strength. As I've stated, man, keep an eye out. This divergence played out nicely, but it was in Bitcoin, it was a good move for me. Like I said, I didn't take it. I'm a little bit bearish still. You know my position on Bitcoin. Until we get above the 200 MA, I'll probably go a little bit more bullish. But right now, I'm hesitant to take strong calls on Bitcoin because of the sentiment on the market overall and the fact that even the bullish divergence that we created is not getting us much higher. Right? We're facing these divergences as well and then breaking down easily. So again, signs that we are in a bearish trend overall. That's it for this. Ethereum. Let's go into Ripple. Rippler the Crippler. Yesterday was gaining very nice dominance when I was looking at the chart. So earlier on today, sorry. Anyway, it still went down 0.58%. See, it run almost to like 5.4%. So sorry, 5.40. Right now sitting at losing yesterday 0.58. Right now gaining 0.74, sitting at 5.25% of market cap. Price of Ripple at 23.162. So 23 cents, 23.162 cents. Yeah, Ripple, man, it's gonna give me a headache. I'm still hodling this coin, even though right now I am taking a slight loss on it. But I do believe in the project long term. I do believe they have use case and adoption. So again, that's going to be a driving factor, and that's one of the reasons that I might be adding to the position. Not because I want to average down, but just because of belief on the long term on the project. Anyways, that is just my point of view. Yours might differ and vary, and that's fine. Anyways, sitting below 20 MA, volatility open on the Bollinger Bands. Still, we were creating divergence here. We were calling it out, right? Like we said, look, man, we have a hidden bullish divergence or whatever we had here, right? Obviously, played out this from shorter scales. Again, I cleared the charts, but I did notice that this has stayed on the daily. On the daily, we have nothing. Low, lower, low, more negative momentum again. Nothing developing here. So let's go into the, sitting oversold at 27.06. Negative momentum still building, creating a new, slightly green candle going on. So let's go into a shorter term and see what happened here in the shorter term. Okay, we're talking about this potentially developing on the 1 hour, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. We'll talk about it in the 1 hour, and we'll talk about why it didn't happen. Anyways, on the 4 hour, divergence, bullish, price action to the upside. You kind of got it. You were weak. You're breaking down again on potential, no, not even bearish divergence because we don't have a green here. Again, sitting oversold right now at 27.95. Breaking down because the market's breaking down, Bitcoin's breaking down, everyone else is breaking down. Again, impulse down, right? Weird consolidation going on in the 4 hours. So again, we gotta wait for this to develop a little bit more to call something on the 4 hours. So let's go into the 1 hour. Okay, cool. So we were here. So from here to here, we're creating hidden, right? Hidden bullish divergence, hidden bearish divergence. Sorry, right? Price continuation. We're in a downtrend. We're starting to move down. This is where we broke down yesterday. Right now, we were here when we were doing the stream, somewhere around this time frame. Talking about potential reversal, right? In an inverse head and shoulders, we said this is developing. Wait for this to keep on developing, and once it develops, and if you break this, you might get that move to the upside. Obviously, it didn't happen. That's why I leave things up when the stream is done, so we can come back and touch back where we left off and see where we're at, right? And whether or not the things played out. So anyways, this was a potential. Like I said yesterday, it's a potential that it might happen. It didn't happen. This was a measure move. It was going to see us up here. We did the complete opposite and dropped like a sack of potatoes. Now we're moving down, right? Lower, less positive momentum again. So not a lot of divergence going on there. Just give me 1 second. Reset the tracks here. Not even sure which ones have already played, but we'll play that one, I guess. Switch to that one. What is happening? Okay, divergence, right? Bearish. Hidden bearish. Price action to downside. High. Lower, high, less. Right? Low. Lower, more. Positive momentum. So, okay. From here to here, we don't have anything, but from here to here, we are creating, again, this is still developing, so again, just keep an eye out for that. It can get negated if we pump and break this level. But right now, we seem to be creating hidden bearish divergence. If you get to this level, you would have class B, medium, type 2 bearish divergence, and then if you get above, you would break it, right? Because you're going higher here. So you can only have hidden bearish or, sorry, hidden bearish, and I guess, yeah, that's it. No, the other one doesn't play out. Sorry, because you're going higher on the RSI. You're still gonna go higher. So, anyways, you still go higher. You'll get to there. You're not really diverging. So again, that wouldn't play out. That class B type 2 medium that I called out is not gonna play out. Sorry, got sidetracked there. So long as you stay below this price, you would make that hidden bearish, and that would mean price action to the downside. So if you break above that, you would certainly see a drop potentially. On the RSI, you would also have it right now. From here to here. That'll be it for this, right? Again, not a lot going on right now. We have this. We might see a breakdown again. We can still go here, 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 whatever, man. We can still go higher. Here, it doesn't matter how high we go right now. So again, we might see another move to the downside, and we might see one of those like weird consolidations. We go here, a little bit higher, a little bit lower, a little bit higher, a little bit lower, and then we start flatlining, then we break somewhere, right? Anyways, right now creating contraction on the Bollinger Band, sitting at the 20 MA, facing it as resistance, and trying to break above it and maybe try to use it as support. But again, not sure how strong this is going to be because the market is being weak. With that out of the way, let's move on to Litecoin. The coin of the lighters. What is happening yesterday? Losing dominance, 1.56% right now. Gaining very little dominance, 0.16%. Sitting at $47.43. This coin is on a discount. Sorry, I haven't talked about fibs in any other coins. I'll go back and do a fib run on all of the coins once I finish the regular analysis. Anyways, yeah, let's see this. Right. So we're still going lower, right? So no divergence going on. That's fine. Lower low, more negative momentum. Lower on the RSI. Not doing anything really to write home about. Sitting at 27.91. Again, oversold on the RSI. Let's go into the 4 hour, man. Oversold on the RSI still at 23.59. More negative momentum building, right? From here to here and from here to here still more. So again, just going with the market. Nothing there. High, lower low, less negative, less positive momentum. So again, nothing on the 4 hours that we can call out, except that this is all the market is doing this, right? They did this kind of U-turn and this drop and then try to recover some right now. So let's move out of the 4 hours into the 1 hour. In the 1 hour, we have this bullish divergence also on all three of the oscillators. Trying to see this pump to the upside, right? Breaking above that 20 MA slightly for 2 candles, then reversing, and right now trying to break above it again. Are we gonna do it? I'm not sure, man. Their coins are being weak, right? If anything, from here to here, right? You're going from here to here. So in creating hidden bearish divergence, price continuation, you would have it on 2 or 3 of the oscillators, right? That you should break it to the downside again because you're in a downtrend. Trying to recover again, but not creating any kind of divergence from here to here. So again, just wait out and see how this keeps on developing as this stream keeps on going, right? So that will be it for Litecoin. Really, not much here to like call or talk about. Let's go to Binance. Binance on the daily, still losing momentum. Yesterday losing, dominance, 2.93%. Right now losing 0.68%. Sitting at 1.25% off market cap. Okay, I will rest. Sorry, bro. I didn't get that rest comment. If you're still here, man, sorry. I didn't see that rest comment. What do you mean by rest? Like chill? On the daily, what is going on? Sitting at $15.37, man. This coin has dropped $20, like from $20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, man. Has lost $5. Let's say $1 a day average, man. And it was sitting at $15.37. Price action to the downside, still more negative momentum building. Lower on the RSI, sitting actually oversold at 25.19. So again, my chat is jacked up. What do you mean? I'm not sure, bro. Like YouTube did some changes to stuff, and I can't get rid of how this looks on the side chat right here, right? So it just looks like different chat, right? Like the way I had it, and I can't fix it. Yeah, I'm not sure, bro. Again, if you're having trouble right now, send me something on Twitter. I'll try to check it out there, because again, like YouTube changed its politics, terms and conditions to comply with copyright and other stuff. So I'm not sure what they're doing with the chats, and if there's something that's happening there, you send it to me on Twitter, and I'll check it out there, man. I do have my Twitter feed open. So I have 2 notifications, and none of them are, well, it's that one that you like and retweeted the stream, but if you send me a message there that is not showing up here, I'll check it out there. Just let me know that you send it there, and I'll look at it, right? I do have the other stuff for the stream going on there. So anyways, again, price action to the downside, still playing out. We have not developed anything here. We're just having a massive drop. At some point in time, we're going to get tired of this and create a reaction rally. Again, let's see the shorter term that we're doing something, right? Seems like we're still going down again. Low, lower, low, more negative momentum, right? From here to here, we were creating. Okay, so from here to here, I'll get rid of this stuff, man. This was something else we were calling out yesterday, potential stuff that obviously didn't play out. But from here to here, just make sure this stays in the 4 hour, man. You're creating divergence, right? Let's see if this... Yeah, no, this is the 4 hours. Okay, cool. So creating divergence, right? Bullish. Price action to the upside. Very weak. Very weak. Again, fail and drop. Maybe on the 1 hour we have a clue as to why. Because here we don't have anything. So 21.50 on the RSI oversold. On the 1 hour, sitting neutral at, sold 39.91. I thought we were 40. Anyways, yeah, from here to here, right? Whatever, don't matter. Still making it. Still going lower, man. I thought we were going higher like everyone else. So no, we're going lower. So we don't have that. Here, we're also going lower. So we don't have any bullish divergence or bearish divergence developing here. And we're just going with what the rest of the market is doing, but not really creating anything, right? Chain Twitter again. See if you sent something there. No messages. Cool. So again, low, lower, low, more negative momentum. High, lower, high, less positive momentum. Going with the market. Nothing really developing. This is just following the rest of the market. Not really doing its own thing right now. Wow, that's weird. To see him not do anything but follow the rest of the market. Okay, cool. So now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna go into Bitcoin. But I want to look at another chart. Now I'm gonna do something that I should have done a while back. And I'm probably just going to clear this whole chart, man. So I'll go into daily to make sure there's nothing important here. Nah, this one is the one I do like. Fuck this. Anyways, what is this shit? For some reason I have this here. Oh yeah, I was highlighting Novembers for someone. I think it was for an anonymous user. We were talking about how Novembers are usually green. Guess what, man? This one isn't. And we just noticed that because the market is going down like crazy. Here's where we have our potential double bottom trade. So I don't want to raise this one. This is a really good chart that I have going on with divergence and everything. So again, let's see. Trying to determine which chart I'm going to erase from existence and retrace. This has all my targets to the upside. This has all my targets to the downside. I guess it'll be this one, man. Again, I really don't care too much for this chart. So we'll remove all indicators. Oh, no, not all indicators. Control Z. Remove all drawing tools on this one only. Yes, everyone else has them. Okay, that's fine. All right, cool. Now we can fib. All right. So, the Fibonacci. Here we go. Okay, cool. So from our low to our high, right? From our, when was this? Let's say December 15, 2018. To our high that happened June 27, 26th. Right, being our 100%. We have retraced only to the 618. So 61.8% of the way. We kind of wicked below it, but we're still sitting right on it today, man. See, we're sitting at it right now. If I was to pinpoint this, we're probably sitting straight on it. Again, here we go, probably. And we're probably just sitting on it again. So yeah, we're just sitting right on it again at that retrace area. So again, potential price action to the upside. Just keep an eye out for this. We have retraced a lot. We can still retrace to the 78.6, which would be retracing 78.6% of the way, which wouldn't be the greatest. But again, you know, from the high to that low, that not really looking the best, right? Man, sorry about this, but I'm trying to figure out what else I can try. So we just traced this here. So we'll do another one right now. We still don't have a low, right, to trace here because it's not a local low. But what we're going to do is go from the height to the bottom and see where we can retrace to. So the first retrace will be the 236 that will be here, 8,471. If this was to be the lowest low that we're gonna make right now, and then we can start to get our retrace areas. If we touch this level, right, that 8,471, then we could say that we're making a valid retrace. However, on the longer term, right, the longer fibs that we had, come back. Sorry guys, doing a whole bunch of control undos. There we go. So if we're to go to this fibs, look here, I was a little bit off here to the top side. There we go. And I guess the bottom side is better, right? There we go. There we are. All right, cool. This, we could still go down and hit that 786, right? It wouldn't be 100% uncommon if we do that. However, we're finishing that area where when you go down from the top, right from your bottom to your top, you're retracing, and then you probably can't start to retrace again, right? So again, probably why we're seeing some resistance around this area as well, right? Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing for Bitcoin with the fibs that we just threw out there. So let me go into Ethereum and let me find a chart that I'm willing to erase from existence. This one looks like a good chart to erase. I don't think I have here anything that is of value. Just remove all drawing tools, and we'll do the same analysis, right? So we'll take it from this local low to the top, and here we are retracing 78.6% of the way. Again, a much deeper retrace that we're doing with Bitcoin. Yeah. So again, from here we probably are gonna start to see some sort of retrace happen, right? So let's wait and see how this one develops. I just want to see where we're sitting at. We hit the 786. Again, something that I'm gonna do right now. It's do it from this to the lowest one that we have right now, and consider that the local bottom, right? So right here. And we would need to run to 192.61 to start making a valid retrace, and then the 382 will be at $225.65. So again, keep an eye out for those, right? Let me go into the repel. The power of the repel. I'll clear this chart. Alright, cool. This one doesn't have data going farther back than May, so I'm probably gonna undo this and look for another chart that I can delete the stuff from and leave whatever I had here there. Right, there's 1 second though. There we go. That's what I had. Look at this one. Does this one go farther back? Yes, but here I have another stuff drawn, so I don't want to get rid of these channels. They're valid, even though it's, why is, maybe the other one has data there as well. What is this? Why is this here if it's looking all weird, man? Again, how far is this going? 17. Fuck this, man. Again, this chart is being weird. I'm not sure why that is there. Maybe I moved it somehow. When I looked at myself, it just makes it really weird. So again, it messes things up. So let's see. Ripple. So yeah, Ripple has been in a downtrend for a while now. So I if I was to trace fibs, maybe I would use this as my local high, I guess. I don't have this other low where I could go from the low to the high and see how much we retrace. I could certainly take this point and see how much we have retraced, right? It would be nice. It would be valid to see. We obviously retraced more than 100% of the way from this low on December 2018. That we could also take it here as April 2019, right? And then we run high. retracing over 100% of the way. We're sitting somewhere here in the middle of nowhere, heading to that 1618. Again, not the best for Ripple right now, but let's look at this shorter term though. From the high to the newest low, and we had a low back here, right? Like 20 some odd cents, maybe somewhere around there. So we've, from this high to this low, we kind of retraced over that 236, making it a valid retrace, but we're failing to break higher, and we're breaking this diamond pattern suggested by Peter Brandt to the downside, right? And we're almost retracing 100% of the way. So again, not the best for Ripple. And I guess that stuff that I had charted, it was to highlight a downtrend at some point in time. Anyways, Litecoin. Let's go to Litecoin, man. So from the low to the high, here I already had it. Retracing, to that 786 again, 551.52. So below that. Right now, if I want to go from the high to the low, this is gonna get overlapped. I hope you can still see it well. If not, I'll point it out. Here we go. So from 0, right, from 1 to 0, we are hitting it. We're trying to retrace. We have not made a valid retrace to that 236 again, or that 23.6% of the way. So let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. Again, the target would be at 70.94. Again, I'm not sure how quickly we're gonna get to $70 from 47. We kind of have to double the value, right? To get some sort of retrace going on. So let's go into Binance. And Binance, I just have one chart. I'm not going to get rid of the stuff that I have. For some reason, this shifted, man. Why the That's my chart being weird. There we go. Again, from the high to the low, retracing 100% of the way and a little bit more. This low, I'll pinpoint it to this part there. Oh, cool, man. We seem to have retraced 100% of the way. We're hit it, and we're bouncing off that. Again, that would be it for the FIP part of this, right? That upsloping channel no longer applies. We kind of broken it hardcore, so I'm going to get rid of it, have a little bit cleaner stuff to play around with. This used to be a fallen wedge that I had that we kind of broke, but not with volume. So again, gotten rid of that as well. Let's see if I can tell anything else from a larger perspective, right? Like the weekly, man. The weekly looks weird when I go sideways. Why? Well, because these Bollinger Bands are messing it up, so I'll hide the Bollinger Band. There we go. Alrighty, cool, man. What is this doing? Shit, not much. Yeah, not much, man. Trying to see if I can find anything else going on, like a head and shoulders or something. People are calling it head and shoulders on Bitcoin on the on the weekly, right? And I'm not buying it. Like some people are saying, oh man, shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, right? So they're calling this neckline. But this doesn't really look like a shoulder, right? A shoulder would be something like this though. And this is much, much higher than this. So again, not really textbook head and shoulders when you talk about this. So some people are saying it is a head and shoulders. I'm not buying it as a head and shoulders pattern, right? So, yeah. If you're in the chat and you're new here, you can comment. We're live. We don't discriminate. And for some reason, apparently the chat's acting weird. Willem James just told me that. I am trying to see what he was trying to say, because apparently he just said rest, but I'm not sure what else. He said that not everything is showing up on the chat, so I'm not sure what's happening with it. Again, YouTube did make some changes to the platform, and I'm still trying to cope with them and understand what is happening most of the time that I'm here. Anyways, guys, give me 1 second. I want to get another beer, and in the meanwhile, if you have other coins that we would like to look at, other projects, put them on the chat. I want to look at Link when we come back, and actually leave Link open, because I think Link has been playing good, and we'll leave it there, right? This will be the daily for Link. Again, taking a small dive with everyone else, but again, have a nice price action before. We'll look at Link when I come back. Just give me 1 second, right? Awesome, I'm back. I had to go get another ESK up 26% off. Yeah, I'll check that out, man. I had to go get another Satnus beer for the stream because you know, market going down and shit. Although, dude, see, the reason why you don't see me like really like pissy and moody and stuff like that, one, is because I'm not holding any kind of coin right now except for Ripple. Right, I told you guys about that a while back when Bitcoin was nearing that 200 MA. I kind of started closing my positions, and I'm happy with that. So again, below the 200 MA, I'm not gonna hold until at least I find a good area where I believe we're gonna do a solid reversal and start to see some price action to the upside. I don't mind losing a little bit, right? Like on Bitcoin, it kind of went up a little bit yesterday from the bottom, but again, I'm not 100% convinced that the dump has finished because I'm not finding any other indicators that would say that, right? So again, for me right now, I gotta wait and see how this keeps on playing out before I actually make a call to go back in. But I will tell you guys what I'm seeing, and then if you guys want to go in whenever you guys want to go in, that's fine. It's your decision, it's your risk. You can only measure that. I cannot measure that for you. Link, what happened on the daily, man? I thought we had looked at Link. Is this another Link chart that I have, or I'm not sure, man. But anyways, from here to here, and from here to here, we have divergence of the bearish type, the strong bearish type, like Papa Bear coming in and like clawing someone down and like really knocking him down. Yeah, something like that. Seeing that price action to the downside, sitting at $2.33 right now. Let's see quickly. Sitting sold on the other side, 31.88. More negative momentum building than here, going lower still. So again, makes sense of what we're seeing, right? So nothing out of the ordinary. Let's go into the 4-hour, man. On the 4-hour, low, high, again, more positive momentum, low, lower, high, again, less positive momentum. If anything, man, let's see this. Yes, this will be 0.03318, 0.029. So again, lower, right? From here to here, going lower, right? We can confirm this is a lower because here we have that. So again, from here to here, going lower, and same with that everyone else in the market, right? You're starting to get this reaction going on, price action to the upside. That's fine. You know, that's why you're pumping. But again, probably in the shorter term, we're creating some kind of hidden. Yes, we are hidden bearish divergence, just like everyone else. The whole market has this, like for Binance, and Binance still moving the same way. So again, Bitcoin moving the market, right? Low, lower, low, more or less negative momentum. Let's see, 240, 241. Yeah, slightly less negative momentum. So if anything, from here to here, you'll be going like this, right? On here. I'm just exaggerating it a little bit because you're going more or less flat. But from here to here, you're also going low, right? So again, creating that divergence, price action to the upside, you don't have it on the other side. That's why you're also pumping here on the shorter term, right? From here to here, going lower with more negative momentum. Again, this stuff is very, very real. All these divergences that we have been calling out, the latest bull ones, have not been playing out, but because, like we stated, what the fuck's wrong with this? There we go. Sorry. The latest one that we called out, right, have been really playing out, and the last bullish ones were playing out very weakly. Again, not the strongest ones, right? Like from here to here, right? You're going lower, right? You would have created some kind of bullish divergence, right? Strong bullish divergence. You wouldn't have it on the other side, but again, your pump is like very weak, man, and you're breaking down again. And that's how the whole market has been. That's why I'm saying that the sentiment is bearish, and I'm not 100% sure that this is out of it because I'm not finding strong patterns that would indicate a reversal, like a double bottom, an inverse head and shoulders. Maybe even not necessarily a double bottom, but a couple of coinciding variables, right, on the oscillators, with maybe some like three rising soldier or three white soldiers, three falling peaks, things like this that would say, man, you're probably gonna see reversal, right? But I'm not finding that here on the market right now. That's why I'm still hesitant to make calls to the upside, right? And why you can see me struggling a little bit when I'm telling you what the market's gonna do, because like right now it's probably more likely gonna go down still. Not 100% sure it has finished going down. I really need for things to calm down a little bit more from these dumps for this to start playing out, and we can maybe start seeing things a little bit clearer, because the sentiment overall is still very bearish. Even in YouTube, you'll see people like stating that they're cashed out, capitulation. I get out of my position. I finally sold all my XRP. People from the XRP army saying they sold all their XRP. People calling on the XRP army prices down to like 14 cents. And for people in the XRP army to call prices to the downside, it's weird, man. There's this guy Robert Art, and he's been calling prices to the downside like 14 cents, 13 cents. So again, the sentiment is bearish, so it's very real, and it does affect the psychology of the market. So again, that's why the bullish signs are not playing strongly, because we're in a bear trend with bearish signs and with bearish sentiment on a bear trend, right? So again, bullish signs don't play out as strong. So I want to get something that's a little bit more solid for me to be able to tell you, yeah, we're gonna get a reversal on the market, or we might get a reversal on the market. Right now, I'm not seeing it. Again, seeing this probably drop to here again, create a double bottom here, that would be nice. That would certainly be an indicator, right? That we could potentially see some sort of reversal, right? If we were to like one bottom here, and then another bottom here, right? This would still have to come down here. It doesn't matter where, but so long as we make it. And then we can probably say, yeah, we're going to get price action like a reversal, right? That would be a good sign for a reversal. This reversal could be from a larger divergence that's playing out, right? In another, right? In Bitcoin or another coin, because this is following them for sure. But this reversal doesn't have it, right? So again, this reversal, right, that we're seeing, it could still be from a larger divergence from another coin that it still has not finished playing out. So again, just keep safe, like keep tight stop losses, because the market might still go down a little bit more. There is a chance. Yeah, so let's go look at ESK. We had not looked at that before. ESK. Is it a mining? SK Mining, the one that you're telling me? On the Toronto Stock Exchange? I doubt it's this one. I doubt it's this company. I doubt this is what you want me to look at. So again, I'm looking for ESK, but I don't find it. Yeah, man, you gotta give me a little bit more data there, man. Euro Swedish Krona futures? That one? I'm not sure that's gonna be it either, man. William James, you gotta give me more data, bro. I'm not finding ESK up 26%. Meanwhile, I'll go back to Bitcoin real quick, because I want to see something. How much percentage would that be? So we go from here to here. That would be a 2%. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I thought we were lower than that, and that this double bottom that we had might not play out. But apparently, we are still within range for this double bottom to play on the weekly, man. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. But on the weekly, it looks a little bit different though. So we go from the low to the close. That will be a 7%. Yeah, on the monthly it looks sorry, on the weekly it looks weird. It's still much lower, but on the daily it looks a little bit better, right? We are certainly within that range where we can still call this a potential double bottom, right? So we're from here to here. That's like a 1% drop. Right, so again, EKT, okay, cool. I'll look at EKT. I was looking at something. Yeah, this is a potential double bottom still from what I'm seeing here. Let's wait and see how this keeps on playing out. Let's go EKT. Ectoplasm. Wasn't that the stuff that the Ghostbusters used to catch ghosts? Ectoplasm. EKT. I'm going to assume it's this one. So I'll go into this one. It's calculated by Wobby. Wobby! Hey, there we go. Oh, fudge. Yeah, man. But it had a nasty drop. See, that's what a reaction rally looks like, man. This might be a pump and dump, bro. I'm not sure. I never heard of this project before. I'm not sure what they do. So since I don't know what they do, we'll go look at CoinMarketCap. If you know what they do, great. I don't know, so I'll go look here. EKT. It's in the game. Educare sitting at 8 cents. 29% gains. Still higher, man, that one you told me. Market cap $89,272,061. Volume $9,157,752. Circulating supply 1 billion EKTs. I'm not sure how much is the total supply. They're not stating it. Educare is a crypto token that and operates on the Ethereum platform. Educare has a current supply. Awesome. They're not really saying much. They're not saying much. Educare ROI. If you're getting at the beginning, you're probably losing 4.21%. Ranked 51% of market cap. Okay, so total supply is circulating apparently. Right, circulating supply 1 billion. Total supply 1 billion. So that's it. Okay, cool. I'm not sure what these guys do. Let's do. Sorry. Whoops. Open any link. Let's do what that responsible person would do and install, translate, expression. The hell's no, cancel, don't install anything. All right, so here's languages because that's Chinese for Chinese. Okay, so public chain consistent ban on. Okay, cool. ETH creates new blockchain underlying structures that split token and decentralized apps, and ensures the simplicity, iteration, efficiency, and security of the distributed application development by integration of band core protocol into the public chain structure. The new should pass will acquire stable circulation attributes. The developers only need to pay attention to the business logic of decentralized apps, and everything else will be done by EKT public chain. Again, not 100% clear on what exactly they do, man. I'm not understanding their purpose. I'm probably gonna have to go in this and look at it in detail, man. Sorry, me a little bit ignorant when it comes to this coin. I have no clue. So if they have a little bit more information there. Fuck, it's in Chinese. Yeah. I'll look for stuff on them, man. I don't know them, but we'll look at the chart for sure. Okay, cool. Let's see what happened, man. Are we gonna get ads coming in? No. All right, cool. Let's see this. This is all one whole large negative island, and even the highest low that would be here would be less negative momentum than here. So again, you have more negative momentum. You're just going with the market. On the RSI, you have the opposite, right? On the RSI, you do have divergence from here to here, and from here to here. There we go. So you've seen that pump, but here you don't have it. So again, yeah, you're basically running off divergence, bullish divergence on the RSI. Not the MAC, the histogram. So let's go into the. Let's go back into the daily and make sure this stuff stays on the daily where it's supposed to, and it leaves me alone on the charts. Alright, so let's go into the FAR, man. Here we go. The 4 hour. On the 4 hour. Low. Okay, cool. Let's see, from here to here. I'll edit this so it's not bothering me later on. Okay, cool. Here we go. And from here to here, right? You're diverging, right? Hidden. You don't have it on the other side. Okay, cool. Hidden bullish divergence, price continuation. You could have seen a small pump, yeah, but you're in a downtrend, so you're not really pumping very much. Right now, high, lower high, less positive momentum. Again, you don't have any divergence, bearish going on right now. So let's see what else is here, man. Sorry, I didn't call it where you're sitting on the RSI. On the RSI, you're sitting at 40.28 neutral. Here, you're sitting at 55.49 neutral. On the 1 hour, you're sitting bought at 63.79. Again, very, very nice rally, man. I'm worried that it's a pump and dump. Sorry, man. I just gotta be honest with you guys. So, because I'm not seeing much much technicals for this. So, there's probably fundamentals that I'm not aware of. Maybe listing, etc. But this divergence, right? You see this pump to the upside, and then you break down again. You don't have anything here to pump you, man. Except that the rest of the market is pumping, but it's not pumping as hard as this. Bitcoin or anyone pumped this hard. So again, not 100% why you're still running to the upside, right? Let's see, low. What is this? 23.21, 23.04, slightly lower still. So no divergence on the RSI, just on the MACD. But this divergence does not warrant this kind of pump. Try to make a measure real quick. So I'll take it from this low. Let's say you got in here, right? You would have written all the way to the top. You would have gotten an 87% return. That is insane. Really cool. Insanely cool. I'll take a measure from here. And if you got into today, right, at 5 p.m., you would have gotten an 82% return, man. If you would have gotten out of the high. Where it's sitting at right now, you were getting a 59% return. That is pretty sweet, man. It's one of those projects that I would have never looked at, man, to be honest. It's not on my radar. If you hadn't brought it up, I had not looked at it, nor would I have had it on my radar today. So again, these coins with so much, with small value can be easily manipulated, right? So again, just be careful. Kappa pumped, dude. Tez XTC, yeah. Tez was pumping. Still running, man. On what? On what is this running, man? Let's look at the daily. Okay, we had divergence here, right? Bullish. Price action to the upside. We had a nice run. Then we had divergence here again because I can see it that I have traced. Another pump. Hidden divergence, or bearish divergence. Price action to the downside. Then we're starting to run again. We're having a really nice bar on this coin. Today, just started a couple hours ago. It has not stopped running. So again, a 13% gain on Tezos. Let's see this here. Divergence, right? Downside. We've seen it. Divergence, slant, upside. We've seen it. This was on the 13th of November. We have not looked at this since the 13th of November because, again, no one had requested it. So what is happening with this? Okay, cool. I can see it. I'm not sure if you can, but look, don't matter if you want to ignore this one, this one, this one. If any of this that you take, right, it's 3 islands you can choose from. On all of them, it's the same shit happening to this new high. So this new lower low, sorry, not high. From here to here, going lower again. Hidden. Not hidden. You're still going lower. Fuck, man. What was I gonna say? You don't have anything, man. My mind. I'm losing it. Too many charts. I was gonna say you're creating bullish divergence, but you're not. You're not. Not even hidden, man. Not even close to. This is still lower than this. Again, more negative momentum. Sorry, guys. Oh, snap. Oh, man. What is happening? The world is spinning. And it's spinning with you. I'm just having a blast right now, man. There's nothing here in the 4 hours. Sitting bought at 67.85. That's it. So let's go into the 1 hour, man. I'm trying to figure out why this is pumping. I'm trying to find an excuse for the pump. But I can't find it, man. See, low, lower low, more negative momentum. High, higher high, more positive momentum. Why are you running? Tell me, what is your secret, man? Do you know if they're coming out with news today? I'll look for this. Tezos. News. Let's see if there's something that would suggest a pump. I mean, I'm trying to find something else. The 21st, that was from yesterday. We need to find something from today, 15 hours ago. Even Tesla's the only green coin in the top 30 turns red. Okay, cool. That was 15 hours ago. Nothing that comes up in the first page. Why is Tesla's running, man? Really? Like, it has nothing going on for it. Like, no divergence, etc. So again, why is Tesla's running? What the hell, man? Is something on the weekly I'm missing out? Because on the daily, we just had this divergence here, and you're not gonna run here on this old divergence, man. Are we flagging, maybe? So that would have been your impulse down, right? Falling wedge, pump to the upside. Let me work this out, man. For some reason, this is pumping, and I'm not seeing it. Move to the upside would have gotten you there right now already. So again, not sure this is it. It's just started to run today, so that's so freaking weird, man. The strongest run has been in the last couple hours, right? So again, the market probably opened around this time, so we have had most of the run again right now. So awkward, man, because I'm not finding anything to justify this run. Weird. Anyways, not sure who else is watching. We have 7 people live. Maybe Anonymous, William James. I know you're here. Soka. I'm not sure if Soka's here. Crypto Keeper Trader. Who's the other guy? John Smith. I'm trying to remember who else. TV Addict, Free TV Addict. I'm not sure. There's a lot of guys that come in. Usually guys are lurking. If you guys want to say hi, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine also. I'm not sure who the other people watching are. There's Soka. Awesome. What's up, Soka? How's it going, man? You're always here, but you're always lurking, man. How's your life? How's your business coming along? Did you guys know Soka has a shirt business, which is pretty cool? They actually are sourcing stuff from renewable resources, or shirts that contaminate less with the dyes and etc. It's called Hallowed. It's on Instagram if you guys want to check it out. And they have some pretty sweet designs, and they're like pro-positive messages like love people, love life, stuff like that. And the designs are freaking amazing, guys. So if you guys want to go check them out, they are on Instagram. It's called Hallowed. And Soka, if you want to type out the name, that's fine. But again, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. So what else? Yeah, no worries, man. You've been here since the beginning. It's no problem. I'm trying to figure out who else might be watching because I don't know. So if you're new and you are not talking with us, you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. Again, if anyone wants a coin, just toss it out and we'll look at it. And we'll take it from there, right? Again, everything broke down on hidden bearish divergence, and everything bounced on bullish divergence strong. And right now, a lot of things are breaking down on the market on apparently hidden bearish divergence again, and they're starting to pump on nothing. So this move to the upside might not be very strong, right? Again, see, bearish divergence, hidden, breakdown, right? Bullish divergence, pump, right? So here, breaks you down, you create this low, and you trace this line, and you pump, and you trace this line, and you break down again. Apparently, you're struggling to break down, trying not to break down. But again, not looking very strong. That's it for this, man. If no comments are coming out, we're going to call it a night. We've been live for almost an hour and 33 minutes. It's been a blast. It's a blast hanging out with you guys. Again, I do enjoy being here. I do enjoy chatting with you guys for sure. And I do enjoy that help that you guys give me with the tweets, retweets, etc. So again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Talk about crypto to your families, to your friends, to your co-workers, wherever you go. Get them into the crypto market. Maybe they'll be scared right now because everything is tanking, but tell them that is normal. It is just normal crypto behavior. The market runs, the market tanks. The market flippeth, the market taketh, and the market giveth. And that's it. So, guys, again, if you like what we do, you know what to do. That'll be all for tonight, guys. I do want to get some rest. There's stuff I gotta fix tomorrow. I am trying to also get streaming on YouTube and Facebook right now, but I gotta figure out first how to fix these new changes from YouTube. And once I fix those, I'll probably get onto the adding Facebook and part of the stream. Anyways, I'm thinking about coming out also with new stream times for Saturdays. It's let's say it's a little bit hectic that I cannot, like, I do want to have more time with my family, right? So I do have to come in and prep for the stream at like 6 p.m. so I can go live at 9 and like start doing a lot of the work. So it's taking time that I'm not spending with my family. So I'm trying to see if I can move the stream earlier on Saturday, and that will probably free my afternoons with my family, and I can chill with my wife, go watch a movie to the theater, go with the kids, go out for dinner or something, because it's really been it's a really good ride. But again, I do also want to give some time to my family because I'm doing this so that I can have more time with my family later on. So probably streams might be shifted on Saturdays, Sundays, I'm not sure yet. It will be determined. However, I will let you know before that happens in that week. When you see the stream times on the end screen, it'll have been changed, and I'll probably also tell you when the time changes too. I'm still trying to figure out what time it's better for me to go live. And that'll be all for today, guys. Again, thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. No changes for tomorrow. But again, probably later on. Anyways, guys, that'll be all for tonight. Enjoy your Friday night. Go out for a drink. Go out for a beer. Coffee, dinner, have fun, movie, whatever. Netflix. Enjoy your night. Read a book. Whatever you guys want to do. I'll catch you tomorrow, guys. It's great having you here. It's great hosting you tonight. And, yeah, thanks for being here. That'll be all.